Oh dear. Now we're getting into stories. A wonderful, wonderful man called Alex Isigonis developed the Mini, developed the Morris Minor, developed the Morris 1000, developed the Morris 835, but this is the Morris 830. And how do I know? 830 had a chrome drill, the 835 had a painted drill, the 835 had a bigger back window than this one. Absolutely beautiful car. And one thing that annoys me when I hear people talking about even Reliance to a load of tracks were done with it, that's rubbish. They did what they were designed to do in the days before there were many motorways. 35, 40 mile an hour, 35 per gallon. The only problem was after about 40,000, you needed eco, a new head gasket. Lovely car. So good that Austin, after the war, found out they didn't make a sports car. So they got a guy called Donald Healy to come in, and they rubbed all the bits off. One of these, and one of that, and one of that. And you look at your MTV, you all made out the bits and production car. There's more of that to do one. God bless you, young man. Don't forget the Fulbrighter.
Forget the adults doing this.
Well, you heard me talk about Alex Isigonis. Well, you remember the fabulous Mini. This one, RRB is the Derbyshire Red. E is 67, and this is the Riley Elf. They also brought out the Wolsey Hornet, which was very similar. Few body embellishment, the bonnet was different, the do was different, but still basically a Mini underneath. Absolutely cracking little old car. In the day they had problems with the hydroelastic suspension, but that's a cracker. Well done, young man. Beautiful. Now, I'm not very keen when people start modifying the classic cars. With a Mini or an MGB, it don't matter too much, because there's that many of them, it don't matter. And the Mini went on to this, doing this, the Mark II with the wider spats on the different engines. When you all the computers go around, what are they? Look at that. See where this is come from. I've never been yet. I just tend to go down. I just go down and I'll take my lorry down there one of these days. Well, they'll look at this. Like to see the old medals, just meant to look at them. See you good, it's a breakdown truck. Yeah, God bless you, thanks for coming. Yeah. Moving on. The name of a Rover. I would think probably the most maligned name in motoring history. Rover were really, really up there in the 1930s, 40s and into the 50s. When they brought out the 90s and the 3.5 got. So then the route group took over standing Triumph, and they produced the Triumph 2000. They wanted to phase the 2000 out, and this is the car that they brought in. They took the Rover T5, the original one, not like this one. This one's got the TC, it's got a V8 in it, a lot of police have these. RC, that's the Derbyshire Red. Well, they were an absolutely beautiful car, they really were. All the panels are all bolted on, you could do a lot of work on it yourself, and turned out nicely. This young man's not got the original wheels, but don't it look good? It really does look good. Thank you very much, young man. That is a beauty. Now, mentioned the Mini, didn't we? Well, Roots Group has got nothing to compare, so they have to do something. So they built a factory in Linwood near Paisley to make the Ilmenib rear engine, and then they brought out the upgraded version that they called the Singer Chamois, and this is the Singer Chamois. And these were good, they really were. They're a bit wider base than the Mini, and a bit more squat, and these give Minis a good run for the money. Fabulous looking motor car, and there's a history around this one, and I'm not going to tell you about it because I've had tears in my eyes, but the guy that owned this was a superstar. Now look here. Ford in the 70s really did good acting. Do you remember the Mark 1 Capri with the more styling in the bodywork? But they did make a lovely motor car. I had my questions about Ford at the time because the Corsair and one or two others is not something that you'd brag about, but how long have you had this then? 4 years. Have you done much to it? You've made a cracking job on it, young man. You're going to enjoy it now, aren't you? Yeah, enjoy it. Have you come far? Newark. Another one that's come out of Nottinghamshire from Derbyshire sunshine. God bless you. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful. I love these damn things. I really do. Look at that. Beautiful mini pickup. There are very, very few of these about. And the minivan as well. And the Woody. And you can always tell the alien in this because look at these silly inches that they've got on them. And all it is, it's two castings with a pin through. And eventually they wear, and when you open the door drops, all sorts of things. But when they're nice like this one, not normally with these with wheel arches and that on it, it's been breathed on a bit, but been done very, very nicely. Made a nice job of that, Bob. Very nice motor. Now, we've seen these, haven't we? So pushing through. There's been a lot of these on telly just lately. I think Bangers in, no, not Bangers, yeah, Bangers in Cash had one. Car SOS with that silly, what's his name, did it? Bust Downs and great, but the other one, crying out loud. What a machine. These are brilliant. You drive them, again, as a three-wheeler, fine. You try to drive it one as a four-wheeler, you're in trouble. Because these things, they go like stink. Motorbike engine in these, is it 650, something like that? 850, that's Reliance own engine in these. What a machine. They were absolutely fantastic. There's not all, well, there is quite a few, but not a dramatic amount of these still about, especially in this condition. About 220, and believe it or not, they did make a few four-wheelers. You've got one, have you? Oh yeah? Oh, that would be a place. Where did you come from? Oh, you just let handbrake off and run then, don't you? You don't know Richard Taylor, do you? Oh, for crying out, go on, get out. Just look at that. Oh, watch it go. I was watching a programme the other night, and a Ford Cosworth Escort came through. A little bit later model to this. This is the later Mark II RS. This young man's had this for quite a long time. I absolutely love these, I really do. They were a working man's bit of fun. You could go to work in it, you could go on holiday in it, you could have a bit of sporty time with them. The Escort was an absolutely beautiful car, from the Mark I, the Mark II, the Mark III. And this Escort was on Bangers and Cash, and my missus says, what do you think that'll make? And the guy on the telly says, if I can get 30 for it, I'll be happy. I said, you'll get a lot more than that for it. It went for £61,000. Now I'm not saying this is up there, not far away. Absolutely, yeah, around about, I don't like to talk about values because it's a bit personal. You're talking about 45,000 quid there. Isn't that beautiful? For something that were about 3 grand when it went in. Absolutely. I had an MGB for quite some time, and I still think they're the nicest, best working man sports car we have ever built, because they're beautiful looking, and like I said with the 835, the 1800 engine in these is what came out of one of their other models. Lots of bits on it. They're absolutely beautiful. They're a pleasure to drive. Overdrive. Switch on the collar. We're on the. That's it. Because the later one, the overdrive switch was on the top of the button. We still got the early ones. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely love them. The nicest working man sports car they ever built. Well done, young man. Lovely car. These weren't bad. This came out of the Triumph Roots stable in 1967. Straight 6, 4-pot. You notice we started putting humps in the body. If you ever see one of those with a hump in the body, it's not an MGB, it's an MGC because of the engine and the carburetors. These are absolutely beautiful. I love them to bits. The worst thing that these people ever did was when they brought out the TR7. It was terrible. The TR3, the TR2, the 3A, the TR4, all beautiful cars. Very nice, young man. I bet you don't put that up, but put up when it's like this, do you? Where do you come from? Shirley! Oh, I know Shirley, get out. When I said to you, we make the best in the world, and still do, sadly I can't say that so much about Rolls Royce anymore. This young man has been coming to Cromford for many, many years. And when he bought this, it was an absolute mess. And you always say if you can hear the engine ticking on a Rolls Royce, there's something wrong with it. It's an absolute pleasure. He's completely restored it, bit by bit. Finished it 2 or 3 years ago. Lovely paint job on it. And you know, when you look at things, you can date cars. I know by looking at that radiator badge, that's about 1932, 33, somewhere around there. 29. I bet you had this when you were a lad, didn't you? Yeah. And do you know why we know the date? Because original Rolls Royces always had the background colour to the badge in red. Later, when Henry Rose died, it changed to black. Now they say it was just designed, they decided it, but a lot say it was a tribute to Henry Rose, and I still believe in that one. That's how you can date these fairly good. It's an absolute beauty, and I just can't thank you for bringing it. It's a pleasure to see it all the time. God bless you, my friend, and lovely to see you too. Oh, thank you. Just look at that. Talk about build quality. Look at that brass hinges, everything. Now, a good pal of mine used to be the ex-Lord Mayor's car and Paul. Went down to London for a long time, stayed in the garage until my good pal Kenny Martin and his good lady from Old Britain purchased her and restored her. I've been fortunate enough to have a bit of a dabble behind the wheel. It's an absolute beauty. When somebody phoned me up a few weeks ago for another show, we're looking for a prestigious old car to put on our programme. Do you know where I can find one? Yeah, you Kenny Martin and there he was, come out on the programme. He supports all the local rallies, has done for many years. When the heck he's going to get the Aston Martin going, I don't know. But a really good mate, a good friend. Pleasure to see you. God bless you, man. I'm alright, sweetheart. How are you? Are you keeping it in order? I was going to say, if you are, nobody's managed it yet. It's this bloody star, bless you. Hey, what are you doing with some newspaper on my seat? Oh, sorry, you gave me mail, that's better. Go on, super people. What it's all about, folks. Roots Group, Hillman Minks, Single Mode, Supreme Rapier, all very, very similar. This is the 1964 Hillman Minks, and I reckon I know this car. How you doing? How long you had this? Oh, years. I don't know. It's very difficult when you're commentating, folks, because when you see a car like this, when you used to see them in the day, they were never always one colour. They were always brown and something else. Because the brown was always rust. And there was a lot of them like them. These roots group cars and Vauxhalls and one or two others, they were very much the same in that period, were dreadful for bodywork. This one, I take my hat off to each and every one of them to keep a car like that. It's lovely. God bless you, my friend. Lovely to see you. Oh dear, 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 I've got myself in it. But what's next?